Wednesday's footy news on AFL.com.au. Hello everyone, I'm Matt Thompson. Well, we are learning more about John McCarthy's fatal fall in the early hours of Sunday morning Las Vegas time. Authorities in the United States now prepared to say that the Port Adelaide and former Collingwood player's death was an accident. We're going to take you to a news conference which was conducted earlier today with Port football manager Peter Road and also Stuart Bailey. He is a Victorian police officer who was actually travelling over in the US with a group of Western Bulldogs players.
We know he's disorientated at the time through some phone calls he had with his girlfriend Danielle. It seems to be at this point in time the evidence is suggesting that he's jumped off that wall to a palm tree, maybe been disorientated at how much the fall was, slipped and has fallen to the ground.
Football manager Peter Road insists nothing can be read into McCarthy becoming separated from his teammates.
It was late in the night, they'd been out for a long time, so whilst we would have liked them to stay together, it's not an unusual event for one of them to wander off.
Late today, another update from Port Chief Executive Keith Thomas after the 10 other travelling power players arrived home. He says they are blaming themselves.
They're reflecting on, is there more that we could have done? How did it come to be? And I think that they're just really regretting the fact that somehow one of the pack broke away.
Collingwood trained amid a feeling of sadness, something that's not likely to go away quickly.
And it's something, we're not going to get over, by the weekend's game. But at the same time, we've got an opportunity to play in a way that, J-Mac would have been happy with.
In the absence of the suspended Nick Maxwell, Scott Pendlebury will be acting skipper, but he's playing down the responsibility.
The only real thing that changes for me is I have to go flip the coin.
A 49-point loss to the Eagles in round 22 is still pretty fresh. On that occasion, Darren Jolly didn't make the trip west. He faces a mighty task at the G on Saturday night.
Getting your number one ruckman always helps against probably the best ruck tandem in the league. So, we just want Joels to compete, and also us guys on ground level, we still have to smash contested footy and clearances. So we've got a bit of work to do, and looking forward to getting our hands dirty.
Tyson Goldsack is on track for selection. Dale Thomas and Dame Beams, though, took things easy, leaving the track early. The Hawks have the week off and admit they have to be careful.
Sometimes after a weekend without a game, you can come out a little bit flat. So, pretty important that we get off to a good start against whoever that is, and obviously we watch the game and see who we're going to be playing and what they're trying to do.
By the timing of their preliminary final, a twilight clash against either Adelaide or Fremantle doesn't matter, according to Mitchell.
Yeah, not too fussed, to be honest. We play it all sorts of times now. You have games from all the way from 1:10 to sort of 8:30. So somewhere in the middle's fine by me.
OK, now we know the Hawks have an affiliation with Tasmania, but this is a whole new ball game. St Kilda signing on to play matches in New Zealand for the next 3 seasons, beginning on Anzac Day in 2013 against the Sydney Swans.
As I said, it'll be a 5-match agreement over 3 years, 1 in year 1 and 2 games in year 2 and year 3 against differing opponents. Are those to be determined?
We think that the financial arrangements are all for all parties are to their benefit. So it's going to be commercially beneficial to St Kilda. Absolutely, and we think also to Wellington City Council as well as the AFL.
The AFL says it will fill the 34,000 capacity stadium in Wellington, which hosted a pre-season game in the year 2000.
We recognise that the AFL is the biggest sport in Australasia. We are sporting mad in New Zealand. We love our sport. We haven't been exposed as much as we may have in the past to AFL, but we're looking forward to that.
And that is our report on this Wednesday. We're all looking forward to tickets to New Zealand next year. We'll catch you soon.